children who are good at math suddenly get confused when this chapter called fractions appear. Now they may understand addition, subtraction, even multiplication perfectly. But when they see something like 3/4, it always feels very confusing. The interesting thing is, fractions themselves are not the real problem. The real problem is that how it is introduced.
Hello and welcome to my channel. I am a teacher by profession and by heart, and today let's tackle this topic called fraction.
Numbers always meant whole numbers or whole things. For example, 1 apple, 2 pencils, 5 books. These are all very clear, but fractions suddenly introduce the idea that numbers can represent parts of something. So instead of saying apples, 2 apples, 3 apples, 4 apples, we say 3/4 of an apple. That shift from whole numbers to parts is not obvious to child at all. So the brain tries to apply the same old logic, old rule, but it no longer works. Another reason fraction confuse children is the two numbers written together. For example, 3/4. A child might naturally wonder by looking at them, what is it? Is this 3 divided by 4? Is it just two numbers written together? Is it something else? And what is that slash symbol for? Now, without a clear visual meaning, the symbol totally feels abstract. These abstract ideas are, very much harder for young learners to grasp. So, we go for a very simple approach with a real life example. Fractions become much easier when children see them as parts of something real. For example, imagine a pizza cut into 4 equal slices. Now let's suppose you've eaten one slice. That will be just 1 out of 4. So you can say that I have eaten 1/4 of the pizza. So if now you've eaten 3 slices, that will be represented as 3/4 because you've eaten 3 pieces out of 4 pieces. Now the numbers suddenly have meaning. The top number shows how many parts we have, also called the numerator, and the bottom number shows how many equal parts the whole was divided into, which is called a denominator. Instead of starting with fraction symbols, start with real objects. You can use pizza slices, chocolate bars, pieces of fruit, paper circles cut into parts. Now once children understand the idea of parts of a whole, the numbers like 1/2 or 3/4 become much easier to understand. Let's take an example of pieces of fruit. Let's say that we have an apple and we have divided it into 6 parts. For example, the child has eaten 2 parts out of 6. So where will the 2 go? And where will the 6 go? Ask the child if he's able to identify that what part of the apple has been eaten and what part of the apple is left. So, for example, he has eaten 2 pieces out of 6. So, the part of the apple that has been eaten can be represented as 2/6. And how many pieces are left? Only 4 out of 6 pieces are left. So, the left part can be represented as 4/6. Or you can also call it as 4/6. And if a child feels confused about fractions, it doesn't usually mean that they are bad at math. It often means the concept was introduced as a symbol before it was actually understood as an idea. Now when children first understand fractions as real parts of something, the math suddenly starts to make sense. Okay, here's something interesting. Many children understand fractions in class and still forget them a few weeks later. In the next video, we'll explore why that happens and what actually helps children remember these math concepts for a little bit longer. If you enjoy simple explanations that how children learn, how they can retain, you might find the next videos useful too. Thanks for watching. See you soon.